Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast where law meets luxury in Dubai's real estate market. My name's Lindsay Grossi and I'm a senior real estate lawyer with Altamimi & Company. I've been practicing real estate law for over 15 years and I'm dual qualified in the UK and Australia. I've had the privilege of working in the UK, Australia and now the Middle East. Today we'll be exploring some of the legal considerations when purchasing luxury property in Dubai, along with my lovely friend Anjana, who's a super prime real estate agent with Sotheby's.
Hello everyone, this is Anjana. I'm Associate Director with Sotheby's Dubai Real Estate. I work with UHNI for their real estate needs. We also work with developers and guide them what is the end product is required in the market and guide them throughout and through in. So I come with the extensive experience of 20 years, a decade in banking industry and another in real estate Dubai market. In today's episode, we'll be talking about luxury real estate and how we always make sure we are aligned with our legal advisors, my friend Lindsay from Altamimi. So how we work together hand in hand to make sure all our clients are protected here in real estate world.
Navigating the legal landscape is paramount in any real estate transaction. Today we'll look into provide some insights into legal considerations for purchasing in Dubai. So whether you're a seasoned investor and a first-time buyer or someone who just has a general interest in luxury property in Dubai, we hope we can find some beneficial insights into the real estate world today. So Anjana, I'm interested to know how do you describe luxury property and how do you distinguish it between the general market?
Thanks for the question, Lindsay. So luxury, what comes in our mind, luxury, when we talk about luxury, if I ask you that question, if the moment I said word luxury, what comes in your mind?
It scares my husband, I think. So luxury is exquisite. It's something that's above and beyond reasonable expectations.
Absolutely right. So that's what we focus on. So you mentioned luxury property is all about exclusivity and high quality. So the space really matters, like how to utilize the space. Like if you have same square feet of a house or an apartment or a penthouse, but the moment you add a high ceiling to it, and when you enter it, the feeling, you get out of it, the space is very, very important. Then we make sure it's in the prime location of any market you buy, whether it's Dubai or anywhere in the world. So we focus on the prime areas like DIFC, downtown, Bulgari Island, Palm Jumeirah, Emirates Hill. So we make sure that our projects are associated with good location projects. With luxury properties, I would say the space and properties which are waterfront and in the heart of the city and the amenities you get along with them. It's not about just living in a square footage apartment. So you expect a seamless lifestyle in a luxury property. For example, if I give you a bigger house and it's not connected properly in the main city or all the accessibility, it's no fun. So we make sure the connectivity, the schools and everything is right there to meet and the malls for your shopping every weekend, of course. So yeah.
So today we're going to be navigating some of the legal aspects as well. A bit more boring, not so exciting, but hopefully combined with talking about the luxury, we can give you some insights of the things that you need to consider when purchasing a luxury property. As a real estate agent, what are the key trends you're seeing at the moment? We obviously drive around Dubai and there's development everywhere and we see a lot of designer brands. Talk us through that and what the key trends are.
So key trends, I would say the most hottest, people want to live on an island. And that's what Dubai is providing us as to the luxury buyers. So you have islands here like Bulgari Island, which is connected to the mainland. So you're not far from the city. You're not far from the vibrant Dubai, which we are famous for, but you have an island life as well.
Relaxing.
So yeah, exactly. And we are coming up with more islands. Like you must have heard in the news that Aman Residences is coming to Dubai. There's another island which is next to the Bulgari Island, which will be developed. So that's why that was the missing part in the market, because that's why you've seen the prices have shot up on the Palm Jumeirah. Yeah. So again, an island connected to the mainland. So we're coming up with more projects like that.
You feel
I
like
fill
you're
in
on
the gap.
holiday.
Yeah, exactly. So you have a busy day, busy schedule. You come back home, you love your Allen brand. And second thing trending, I would say, is the branded residencies. Why? Because we are not only catering to people who live in Dubai, we are also catering to people, international buyers are there. So the moment you see a brand which you're familiar to you feel a comfort, you know, so you have half of it is sold. So we are trying to bring the same comfort for the buyers here. So we're selling in Four Seasons private residencies here.
Which we're lucky to be sitting in today.
Yeah, we are sitting in here. So this is actually the living room of Four Seasons private residencies. So this
Very
is how
nice.
you live, right? And then we also have a few more like Bakhara residencies and Eden House. So we're making sure that buyers get all the comfort and seamless life here in Dubai.
And close to offices and DIFC in downtown as well.
Absolutely. And especially for the new buyers, DIFC is very important because we have English law here. I think we'll talk about it more in detail. So living next to your office in the vibrant city, I think it's the dream we are creating. And we always had a missing part. You will agree with me. Like in downtown, if you go and buy an apartment, they were small.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
if you are like we said, luxury is what? Space, right?
Yeah.
So if you want space, so that was missing. So with Four Seasons, like even a 1 or 2 bedroom starts at 4,000 square feet.
And you feel the space.
Exactly. Yeah. It goes up to 18,000 square feet.
And you can have children run around, dogs run around. And
absolutely. Absolutely. So when buying luxury properties in Dubai, why it is important to gain proper legal advice? So a lot of viewers would like to know that.
Okay, so having a real estate lawyer, in my view, is paramount when you're purchasing any property in Dubai or elsewhere for a number of reasons. So when you're purchasing a property, you need to enter a contract. Now, the sale and purchase agreement is very detailed. It can be quite intimidating to buyers, especially if you don't have a background in law or are looking at pages and pages of words just to purchase a property. But it's vital that you do have a lawyer to look through these contracts. These contracts contain important aspects to do with the purchase, the payment schedule, warranties, indemnities, and if it's a new build, it'll have the defects liability period as well. So the snagging, when you go in and if there's issues, you want to make sure that someone's going to cover off on that. Now, if you get a lawyer to look at the contract, we can ensure that you're well protected, that it's compliant with the law, and that we allow you to get the best deal possible as well.
Yeah. And a lot of time, you know, it happens, our clients, oh, I didn't read that. So lawyers can at least come and highlight like something which is
super important.
Yeah, it's super important.
Just excited,
yeah, you're just excited to buy the property. They'll tell you if something, you know, goes wrong, this can happen. So
and it can be...
they'll protect you, I agree with you.
Exactly, and the penalties that you'll suffer if it does go wrong are sometimes quite severe, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So as a lawyer, we can do the due diligence as well. So if you come to us, you're looking to buy a property, we will look into the zoning restrictions that may be in that area. We'll look at the permitted uses in the area. We'll review the title. We'll check that, which sounds a bit silly, that the person who's selling to you does in fact own it. You'll be surprised. That has happened in the past where you look at the title deed and it's not the owner. It may be another family member or a different company. So it's important to check that. We also want to check if there's any encumbrances, so any blocks on the property as well. So we can do all of those checks as a lawyer. We can check all of these things to make sure you're comfortable before you proceed.
Thank you so much for answering that one.
You're welcome.
I have another one for you. Are there any restrictions on foreign investors in Dubai? It's a question, I get it all the time.
Yeah, to be honest, I think Dubai is fantastic for foreigners investing. I've worked in a couple of jurisdictions now, and to be honest, Dubai is quite flexible. There's a number of areas which are known as designated for foreign ownership. So the areas that you've mentioned before, where everyone wants to live, downtown, DIFC, the Palm, Dubai Hills, Emirates Hills, Arabian Ranches, the list goes on. All of these are open to foreigners purchasing properties, and then they can lease them out. They can use them investment properties however they wish. Also, you touched on DIFC. You're correct. DIFC is a free zone. It has different laws to onshore Dubai, and therefore is based on English law. But even in DIFC, a foreigner can come, you can purchase an apartment with no issue. It's not a problem. There are other areas which I think are always a hot topic in Dubai, Jumeirah, down by the beach, where they aren't designated for foreign ownership and at the moment are for GCC nationals only.
Yeah.
Okay, but in terms of foreigners purchasing, another question that people tend to ask is, can I get a mortgage?
Yeah.
So it's fine being able to buy, but will a local bank allow me to purchase here or
Yeah.
borrow money?
Yeah.
And the answer is yes. And the only difference between a foreigner investing here and a local person is that the loan to value ratio may be slightly different.
Okay.
But to be honest, in Dubai, I think it's quite generous. What I've seen, it's about 80-20. And most jurisdictions, that's the norm anyway
Even
nowadays.
for the foreign investors, it's
Yes,
20.
yes, it's about
Okay,
80
that's good to
20.
know.
I'm not a banker, but that's what I've heard on the grapevine that it's about that,
Okay.
which is great. So you can easily invest here.
Okay, that's great. And what is the fees is payable by the buyers when they're
This is
buying
the bit no one
additional?
wants to know. What are the fees?
Yeah,
Okay.
other than the selling price of the property, what is the additional charges we have to pay?
So when you buy a property in Dubai, you have to pay the transfer fee with the Dubai Land Department, commonly referred to as the DLD. We all talk about. Now the fee is 4% of the purchase price. Now, if you're buying at the luxury end, that can be quite significant. So it's something to factor in when you're purchasing. The DLD also has other fees that are charged, much lower administration charges as well, that should be looked into, and they're based on the value of the property. Okay, so that's something to look into as well.
So good. No.
Mortgages as well. If you take a mortgage, you're going to have to pay 0.25% registration fee, and most of the banks will charge you an arrangement fee, which is usually about 1% of the loan value as well.
So it's quite simple. The 4% is the
Yes.
registration
That's your
fees.
big fee. That's the
That's
one
a big
to
fee.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then smaller for your mortgage registration. And then you'll probably be able to touch on this a little bit more, but the other things to be aware of is you need to normally pay a security deposit. So when you decide you want to buy a property, they'll normally ask for a deposit. It can be between 5 and 15% for the deposit. And then we also have the agency fees as well, which, correct me if I'm wrong, are about 2%. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yeah. But adding on to the agency fees, if we are buying from the developer's stock, we don't charge the buyers. So we charge the
okay.
developers.
That's
So that's good to
interesting.
know, yeah. So agency fees is paid by buyer and seller in terms of secondary market. But in terms of first hand market from the developers, we don't charge the buyers.
Oh, that's good to know. That is good to know. And Anjana, tell me, where should we invest at the moment in Dubai? Where are the good areas to invest?
So you really have to keep a close eyes on Dubai Water Canal. So on the Jumeirah side. So that canal gets connected to an island, and which is next island from the Bulgari island. So that's going to be the next hub for ultra wealthy, or you can say billionaires island. On the canal, you already have Four Seasons private residencies. The big names, Mr. C by Cipriani Residences is already there. Eden Homes is there on the canal. Aman Residence is coming. So keep a close eye. It's freehold. So expats can buy. It's like a dream come true for expats like to buy in Jumeirah. Like you said, you find
Yes, you're close enough to Jumeirah.
Exactly. We talked about that. So, and you're close to the sea, you're close to the downtown. So you have vibrant city life with water views. And the next, I would say DIFC. And DIFC, of course, our Four Seasons is we are selling right now in DIFC. And Eden Homes will be coming soon in DIFC.
That's exciting.
And definitely, if you're looking for the big mansions and villas, again by H&H, Eden Homes is coming right next to Dubai Hills Parkways.
That's a popular place to be at the moment, isn't it?
And you have your favorite mall there.
It is.
So
we spend a lot of time there.
Exactly. It's already a mature company where the Eden Hills is coming. It's already a mature company. So, mature community. So where you don't have to wait for years to start living. So, and the best part with H&H working with them is we have seen them delivering the projects within 2 years.
Wow, that's quick.
Exactly. So our Four Seasons were delivered in 2 years because they start building it, despite the project is sold or not sold, and
it's going up.
It's going up. So you'll get the projects on time, which is always a concern in off plan, right? Will I get my property on time or not?
Yes.
Or 6 months to 1 year is a normal casual delay, but no, not with them. So I think these are where you should keep an eye upcoming.
Excellent.
And all we know, and we've been reading a lot in the newspapers nowadays, Al Maktoum, right? Airport is coming up. So Dubai is going to move to that side a little bit
Yeah.
more. So you have Palm Jebel Ali coming that side, and right opposite to it, Emaar
Dubai South
is
and-
Dubai South is, and they're really making it next level. So that will be another center. But of course, that's you can see yourself living there after 10 to 15 years, but that can be a good investment point.
Excellent.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
we touched on timeline there a little
Yeah.
bit. If you have an established property, what is the timeline from putting in an offer to completion at the moment, would you say, for luxury properties? How long does it take?
So once we start taking the bookings to completion, we have track record, Four Seasons Canal within 2 years. But to be more particular in the market, 2 to 3 years, yes, with a
So
good
that's for
developer.
off-plan?
For the off-plan, yes.
And for established completed properties?
For the established, okay, so once you like a property
Yeah, yeah.
and when the transfer will be done on your name, so that takes market practice, I would say 30 days to 45 days.
So quick.
Yeah, so but we have done in 1 week also. So in the government point of view, they're quick. So if your paperwork is ready, you would know that
Yeah.
a lot, and your money is ready and the property is clear, so it's sorted. So it can be done as quick as 48 hours.
And touch on that, why do you think people should come to luxury high-end brokers such as yourselves? There's obviously a lot of brokers in Dubai, as we all know, but why Sotheby's?
The number one is the services
Yeah.
and our track record. Like if I'll talk about even myself personally, when is a success? A success is when you close a transaction, a big transaction. But what is more, when I feel more successful, when I have the same repeated client from last 10 years and their friends and the referrals. So it shows you the commitment that our client comes first. So we advise them not only because we want them to just go for that property or we'll make a good piece out of it. No, we advise them because we are seeing firsthand, we are the front warriors of the country.
You want to look after them
yeah,
as well,
exactly.
yeah.
We want to look after, and we are seeing what's happening in the market. We have seen 30% increase in transactions within Dubai Sotheby's from last year.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
impressive.
Exactly. So we are seeing that, and we are seeing what all brands we have attracted to Dubai, what all hotels and private residencies are coming, what all islands are coming up. So accordingly, we advise them, and our clients have made up to 300% of capital appreciation in Dubai market for the advice and the areas that we advise, because we are kind of ahead in the market because of the extensive knowledge and I would say global reach.
Yeah,
We are
exactly.
not just
And you
here
want
in
a trusted
Dubai.
company as well.
Exactly. So the trust we gain from them, of course.
That's excellent. Well, it's been great chatting today. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing this podcast with you. Thank you for joining and tuning in. If anyone has any queries, both of us are reachable. So I'm based in Dubai at the Al Tamimi offices. You can find me on the internet or pop me a direct message on LinkedIn, and it would be very welcoming to meet any new clients or to have a chat through things.
Thank you, Lindsay. Likewise, thank you for having me here and really enjoy talking to you. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. So we are here if you're looking to purchase any property or sell or develop. Happy to help. Thank you so much.